This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP network.
Greetings, my portal jumping partners. I am Kelly, and I have not been to Epic Universe yet, but I am in the company of 3 travelers who have been to the opening weekend of Universal Orlando's newest theme park. We have the whole team here today, so welcome Kayla. Woo! Shelby.
Hi, I will also woo!
And Tracy.
Hello! Woo! We're all doing it now.
Woohoo! How's it going, everyone?
Great. Jet lagged, but great.
Oh my God, Tracy, you have to be exhausted.
I don't know. I'm still
You're like, what do I feel anymore?
Yeah. I think tomorrow I'll be over it. I'm just a little foggy. Worth it.
Good. All right. So I know all 3 of you are amped with excitement to talk about Epic, but I have to ask you to hold it in for just a couple minutes. So our menu today for our appetizer, we'll be doing a somewhat brief rundown of the food news around the entire resort. It's been a while since we've done this, and there are a lot of updates. So we will just be kind of summarizing the changes or reading off the changes to the menus instead of going, dish by dish and explaining what it is. So check the Universal app and keep an eye on our social media as usual for more detailed news on that front. I know we also mentioned last time that we would be reviewing the Helios Grand Hotel menus this month, but guess what? Not yet. A, we're pressed for time here, and B, I think by our next recording, both Shelby and I will have at least been to visit and try some of the food. And so we wanted to give you a little bit more of a complete review about that. Is that's right, Shelby? I didn't make that up.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be going.
And I ate there.
Oh, great.
I did eat there, so I'll have some stuff.
And I've also been there during the trip.
Okay.
So,
I
so
forgot about that part. All right. So we will save our reviews of that gorgeous hotel for next month. And I can't believe, I have finally hit the point where I can say on the next episode, I will be able to contribute to these conversations instead of just asking questions.
Yeah.
So our entree this month will be me, speaking of that, interviewing the 3 of you about your trip to Epic Universe. I have some questions for you, and I put a call out to our listeners on both Facebook and Instagram asking for questions. And you guys, wow, I did not expect as many responses. It was awesome. So I kind of collated and organized over 50 responses, I think. And I hope to get through as many of those as possible today. But rest assured, if we don't get to your questions today, we will soon. And for dessert, ladies, I actually have a secret dessert category for you, but I'm going to tell you now so that you have the episode to think about it. So for dessert, I would like each of you to describe Epic Universe using only 3 words. Okay. So you could do a short phrase, or you could do 3 single words, or whatever you choose. So that will be our dessert topic. So you have the entire appetizer and entree to think about that.
Only 3.
Only 3. That's the challenge. That's the challenge of it.
That is going to be challenging.
3 words to describe Orlando and the United States' newest. Anything else before we jump into the appetizer that anyone wants to say or need explanation of?
No, for me.
Nope.
All right. Well, Tracy, for obvious reasons, will you kick us off with the food news?
Of course I will. So at Joe's 50th anniversary food, I'm very happy to be giving you this information. So nestled in San Francisco near Bruce and Chez Alcatraz, Midway Grill features Nathan's hot dogs with your choice of condiments for $9.49, funnel cakes with powdered sugar or strawberry topping for $7.99, and at Boardwalk Snacks Bucket of Bait, there are crispy pieces of clams, shrimp and oysters on a bed of fries with lemon and sriracha ketchup, and lobster taiyaki, which is a savoury taiyaki filled with lobster salad, and they both cost $14.99. And now that Epic Universe is officially opened, Universal has started to revamp a lot of their sit-down restaurant menus with some delightfully intriguing items. We're going to be brief with these as we do want to allow time to be thorough for our entree. I will preface this by saying that some of these menu items may have been removed or added before the recording of this episode.
And that Jaws area is very cute.
It is.
Yeah. And the guy is there to take pictures, and he was very funny and told me that I deserved an Oscar for my photos, that he gave me like Scream like a Jaws. The Jaws is there. Look excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just excited to have those Nathan's hot dogs back too. Right there. That's always fun.
Yes. Oh, I love Nathan's hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the toothsome menu news, which I don't know if Kelly, you gave this to me because I actually was here and the updates were made and I tried something new. So the removed items were the Philly cheesesteak rolls, the Sedona barbecue chicken salad, which was my favorite item there, and I am sad to see it go.
Yeah.
The superfood salad, barbecue chicken flatbread, wild mushroom chicken risotto, vegetable pasta, harvest ravioli, chicken bursi. Oh no, I can't say this next one. Chicken bourguignon.
Bourguignon.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't so far off. Thank you. And 10-ounce New York strip steak. And are the tachos? The tachos are gone. I thought I saw them.
Yeah. No, the
menu.
new ones.
Yeah,
there's new tachos.
The new ones.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately.
You know what? That is funny. I thought the tachos were gone, and then I didn't notice that they were like same tachos but different. So now I don't feel so crazy.
Yeah.
No,
so
I felt like I was crazy when I was looking at each menu, and I'm like, wait, there's tachos, but they're different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kudos to you, Shelby, on this detective work for A, noticing the changes, and B, being able to tell what left the menu instead of what was just added to the menu.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Thank you.
For me, it was being there and ordering the tachos and being told, oh, they have just changed because we have new chef. And then a little bit of investigation is showing that a lot of people are very upset the tachos have been changed. A lot of people.
If enough people say anything, they might bring them back.
Did you get the new?
No, because they're
tachos?
they're covered in truffle. And that's a very strong flavour that not a lot of people like. So no, I didn't. I pouted instead.
What's funny is we didn't get the tachos because we typically get that Sedona barbecue chicken salad with tachos and split it all. And because that chicken salad wasn't there, Mark wasn't as interested in the replacement, which was the citrus chicken salad. And so we just got 2 separate meals versus the splitting of 2. Yeah. So now I'm like, I wish I would have ordered it because I'm curious. But so the new items, so those are the removed. New is the Provence tachos, which I guess what the biggest change is it's covered in truffle. Citrus.
It's only the tachos themselves that are the same. Everything's different.
Okay. Thanks, Tracy. The citrus chicken salad, which was good, but it's very different than the Sedona barbecue chicken salad. So if anyone else had that as a favorite, it's definitely not the same, but I liked it. The very berry salad, truffle burrata flatbread. Oh no.
Kayla, I promise I wasn't being mean when I gave you all the French pronunciation things. I didn't realize that was there.
Well, I'm going to try my best, everyone. I'm wearing a beret and I'm trying my best. Burger au poivre.
Poivre. That's au poivre.
Au poivre. Burger au poivre. Tooth and blue chunk sandwich. Is that vegan? Is that chunk?
Yes, that's the vegan one.
I'm assuming we'll get there in a second.
That sounds funny. Tooth and blue chunk sandwich. Wild mushroom risotto. Coco coq au vin. La jardine ravioli. French carbonara. Swordfish and ratatouille. Cocoa coffee crusted 12-ounce New York strip. So it looks like the 10 ounce is now a 12 ounce and it's cocoa coffee crusted. Like I said, the Sedona chicken salad was replaced with the citrus chicken salad. It's similar but different. And the tachos are very different. And yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any clear, these were attempts of keeping similar, but
well, it looks like they just took the chicken out of the mushroom risotto as well. Or Shelby, do you have insight on whether that's a completely different dish or if it's just now vegan?
I I'm not sure. I think it's just now vegan, but I'm not 100% sure. A lot of these, when I was looking, it was really hard to tell the difference because they've only tweaked the name slightly. And I was questioning it, and I would go and read the description and be like, oh, I guess that is technically kind of a different dish now for a lot of the items. I feel like they tried to like kind of keep the same thing, but just like modify it a little bit, make it newer, I guess. Newer recipe. I don't know.
Cool.
Okay. Well, at Cabana Bay Beach Resort, I noticed a while ago they had added like a vegan wrap, and it was like a build your own. And so I didn't look at the rest of the menu at that point. And then I looked the other day and I saw a new vegan wrap. And then I was looking at like an old version of the menu, and it looks like they've overhauled this thing, and there used to be only like 4 items or something. Now, I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate, but that's what it looked like to me. So now they have, it's at Atomic Tonic, the pool bar. So it's the one behind the lobby. I think that's where it is. So they've expanded the menu, and they have a lot of items now. So they have pork al pastor tacos, grouper tacos, barbecue pulled pork hoagie, chicken hoagie, crispy chicken Caesar wrap, grilled chicken avocado wrap, the vegan wrap, beef hoagie Philly cheesesteak, fajita chicken quesadilla, beef quesadilla, cheese quesadilla, and chicken tenders, and prices range from $12.50 to $6.50. And I think you get a side with all of those. I think there's a side.
$16.50 was that last one.
Mm-hmm. Did I not say that?
You said 6. It's okay.
6. Sorry,
just don't
$16.50. Thank you, Tracy.
Don't get angry.
It's been a long week.
It has.
I guess so, because I heard 16. So
okay. Well, either way, we're covered.
Yes.
Yes. Don't want anyone like writing in and being like, you said it was $6.50. Like, no. What costs that nowadays? I don't know.
Right. A bottle of water.
Well, those sound like really good poolside meals.
They do.
Yeah.
Like pretty fresh. I mean, kind of nothing fancy.
Yeah.
There, but like you can pick it up and eat it with your hands, kind of all around.
Yeah, this was the first time. So when we got here, I think I said this in the last episode, we did do a pool day at Cabana, and I guess this was Mark's first pool day ever. I didn't realize that. But we got drinks, and the drinks, I didn't realize this, in the souvenir cup were like, I think it was $16, and then 13 were for refills, which I thought was pretty nice. Again, like that's what I'm seeing in normal bars. So we were pretty impressed with the cost of like a Universal Studios pool bar, and the drinks were really good and really unique. And then we saw food coming out, and everything looked really good. And the little thing in my brain is we saw crinkle fries, which we really like crinkle fries. And Mark kept having me, and he's like, should we get a side of crinkle fries? Should we get a side of crinkle fries? So the food looked really good from what I saw, and we saw a lot of different food coming out. Nice. So we are like sold on our one pool day of a relaxing day away from the park. We were sold on it, and we would like to go back, get more drinks, and get more food.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to move us along to Cowfish. So the removed items are the Heavenly Veggie, the Boursin Bacon Burger, and the Chicken Bacon Avocado. I'm assuming, are those all sandwiches? I only order sushi when I come here, so I don't.
Yeah, the Heavenly Veggie was a sandwich, and I believe the other two. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad that's gone, by the way, because it was never vegan.
That's annoying. All right, the new items. So they've had a poke bowl since I think last summer it was added, but now you can get that instead of it just being a tuna bowl, you can get salmon or chunk beef on it.
Yay.
So they've added a one night in Tijuana specialty roll, a steak and chips specialty roll, a Tokyo Heat Wave Beyond Burger, a buffalo chicken sandwich, and bacon donut fusion. Is that a
I think it was a sandwich.
Oh.
I apparently didn't write that, but I think it was a sandwich because I think it is an actual like donut bun. I think.
Okay, well, we will be researching that.
Yep.
Check social media for whether that's a sandwich or a milkshake, because right now it's unclear.
Yeah.
All right, and the vegetarian roll has been moved to the kids menu. Sorry, Kayla.
Oh, those sound like really fun updates.
Yeah.
Not gluten-free, but some pretty neat little additions.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we ate last week, and the menu does seem, even though there's not a lot being taken off, it seemed like the menu was smaller. So I don't know whether the stuff has been taken off previously.
Perhaps.
But it's quite a good menu at the moment. It seems to be quite well rounded. So
Yeah,
we always have nice food there.
Yep. That's definitely one of those, like, I have my favorite and it's really, really hard for me to try something new there. So I did branch out and try the poke bowl last summer and it was really, really refreshing. So I would recommend that if like one sushi roll. So their sushi is expensive. And again, don't forget, this is a chain restaurant, not like Universal is not setting their prices. This is a chain restaurant that's expensive no matter whether you go to the one in, I think it's in Raleigh. Like, I think there's a couple in the North Carolina area, but their rolls are almost too expensive to get two of, but one roll doesn't always satisfy as like a meal.
Yep.
But this poke bowl definitely does. So especially if you were like turned off by the raw tuna, I would try it with the salmon or the chunk beef.
Okay, I'm going to
All
bear
right,
that
Shelby.
in mind.
Oops, sorry.
Right?
Oh, my turn. I actually thought there would be more updates at Big Fire, but I did go through the whole menu and there is nothing other than the addition of this plant-based steak, which is also chunk. Universal is going chunk crazy at City Walk for some reason. Like almost all of the new menu items have chunk included, and I'm here for it. I love chunk steak. I only had the first one ever that I've had a couple months ago, but I'm obsessed with it. So I think they actually might be testing this against the cauliflower steak is my assumption, because now there's technically 2 vegan steaks on the menu. So I'd be curious to know if or see if the cauliflower steak goes away at some point, because I feel like someone who was curious would rather order that. It's more like meat than a plank of cauliflower. I don't know. It was quite salty when I had it, so I hope that they adjust how they are seasoning it a little bit, because like I love salt. I put salt on everything, but like this was almost too much for me.
Oh yeah.
So I've seen other people in my group get it recently and they're like, yeah, it was really salty. And like, I think they just need to hold back a little bit, but very exciting to have that at Big Fire.
Awesome. All right. Moving over to Antojitos. The removed items are the shrimp tostada, guisado, la tostada, wild mushroom tacos, and the vegetal fajitas. And in their place, we now have aguachile verde, camarones a la diabla, pollo a la poblana, plant-based barbacoa tacos, carne asada and nopal, camarón skewers, which were previously tacos, so that's shrimp, pollo and carne fajita skewers. Ooh, that sounds good. And roasted corn slaw. So again, lots of and feel free to check the Universal menus for descriptions of those. We just don't have time to go into that today, but those all seem like great options for summer as well, thinking through more shrimp and chicken options, things like that. So that sounds good. And I heard great things about the wild mushroom tacos. I think our friend Grace gets those every single time she goes. But the plant-based barbacoa sounds good too.
And I'm assuming that's also chunk. If it's not chunk, I will be shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the texture of barbacoa beef. It's not like pulled steak.
It's very pulled. Like no matter where you get it, it's got that texture. So that's exciting.
I was sad to see the wild mushroom tacos off the menu, but I love camarones a la diabla, so I'm excited to try that.
Okay, over to Finnegan's now. The removed items are the Irish Cobb salad, Guinness warm 3-cheese soup, the Leprechaun's rainbow, harvest salad, split pea and ham soup, the house-made Misty Owl potato and leek soup, the fan favourite Finnegan's potato and onion web, boo, and the bronzed flounder.
Yeah, people are very upset about that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that seems like a bit of a mistake. So the new items are black and tan O-rings, which I assume are onion rings, drunken mussels, beer cheese soup, that sounds good, the pub salad, and the Newcastle Irish chicken was updated to be Newcastle chicken with a new spin on the dish. Oh, that'd be interesting. The Dublin Lawyer, Red Dragon Bacon Cheeseburger, corned beef and cabbage. Is this really new? Is a little note there?
I checked the other menu and I didn't see it. So I was tired when I made this list, so maybe I missed it. Someone can let us know.
I have a feeling that was there years ago and got removed, so maybe they brought it back.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's back.
Yeah.
Or was back.
Or was back. Yeah. We'll find out. Cork City chicken sandwich. New side items include traditional traditional Irish chips, Colcannon mashed potatoes and corn O'Brien. The strawberry sorbet from the Leprechaun's Rainbow remains on the menu as a dessert offering. I like that offering, just to placate us.
Yeah, I know.
I'm shook from this Finnegan's Potato and Onion Web. If I remember, and Shelby, you know the menus. I feel like there was like stuff on the menu of like the famous potato web or something. Like
it may have said that at some point.
I felt like it was like.
Now I gotta look for an old menu.
Wow, that's shocking to me. I wonder what happened.
No, everyone loves that dish.
Yeah.
Huh.
I couldn't have it, so I don't really care, but I care for all y'all that will miss it. Anyway, I care about this. Confisco removed, chicken lettuce wraps, the vegan crab cake, which I felt like people really liked. And
yeah, we did.
One of my favorite best meals ever, the Confisco BLTA.
Aww.
Why did you do that?
This is a big, all three of those are a big womp 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 for me because I liked all three of these items. Not mad about the stuff that's coming, but also am sad about those. I just put on my list for my trip this summer that I wanted to do the vegan crab cake again. So
yeah, I don't know why they took that away. I mean, I know they're updating the summer menu, but like, come on. Yeah. That was a fan favorite.
It was a gift because it was supposed to be seasonal and they let us keep it for a year.
That's true. They did let us keep it for a whole year almost.
And restaurants do this all the time. This is not just Universal, but
that's true.
We have to live with it.
Okay. And we can bring up to people and in surveys that if we really want it back. But the new items, and some of these sound really cool. So again, it's okay that they're removed. We've had our womp womp. New items, summer avocado hummus, herb roasted Corvina filet, grilled Angus beef Tarasco steak, curry dosa, sounds interesting, burrito burger, and provision sodas, sparkling water over ice and sweeten with your choice of flavoring, vanilla, strawberry, or blackberry. That sounds fun.
Those may not be new. I didn't see them on the old menu though.
I think I would have ordered. I love Italian sodas, which is what this sounds like, and so I feel like I would have ordered that had it been on the menu before. So,
I also forgot to put something on here under the removed items. The dueling hummus is gone and replaced by the summer avocado hummus. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
I totally messed up and didn't put that, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, wait a minute, the summer avocado hummus replaced it.
Womp womp.
Fine.
Womp womp.
All right. No big deal. All right, Shelby, you want to move us on to the Pride menu?
Yeah. So,
summer?
It's almost June. Pride month is coming. So Universal every year does obviously the merch that they have year round. They do some extra merch, and then they also give us some food and drink items for the month, which is really exciting. So the Pride is Universal menu items are at Twosome. There's a sizzle and serve. It's 360 vodka, mandarin, lime juice. Oh, geez.
Angostura.
Angostura?
Yeah.
Okay. Angostura bitters. Oh, boy. Cointreau? Jeez. Just insert Tracy's voice right there. Orange liquor. Passion fruit real syrup, Tabasco, and sour rainbow candy for $15.50. And then they also have the Pride. It does sound good.
Real interesting. The Tabasco with all that
Tabasco.
sweet?
Yeah. And
I'm
then
so
sour.
Curious.
Yeah. It does sound good. Now I want to find out if I can have it.
Yeah.
And then they also have the Pride Berry milkshake. It's chocolate dippers, huckleberry milkshake, assorted rainbow candy, dragon fruit boba, rainbow whipped cream, and Pride sugar cookie for $18. Sounds good too.
Yeah.
And then over at Cowfish, they have a taste of the rainbow cake. rainbow vanilla cake roll, white chocolate ganache, fortune cookie crumble, and that is $10. And then at Vivo, I added this last, so it's not where I was going to read. Prideful focaccia, house-made olive oil focaccia, seasonal vegetables, eggplant, caponata, marinara, and basil pesto for $10.
Ooh.
So that's all I found so far. I'm assuming they might add more stuff because today is not June 1st. So we might see more stuff pop up. Yeah. So check the app, guys.
I think that's like the summary of this. Like we gave high level, but it seems like a lot of changes are coming. So just look at the app, look at the menus, and Universal gave us a new park with all these new restaurants and menus, and then we're getting these giant updates. So it's really exciting to be in the food world of Universal.
Yeah, it's like
really is.
Everybody else got jealous. They were like, we have something cool and new and shiny. Come over here and eat my focaccia. Before we move on to our entree, I see, Kayla, that you have a note that you want to make too. But I wanted to just share something, kind of, as always, get on my soapbox for just a minute. It's an exciting thing for me, but just a reminder for all of our friends that do, whether it's you or your child or someone in your party, have a food allergy, not to assume that something that you've always been able to eat is still the same as it was. So in a positive news, I just got the summer allergen information guide for Universal that includes all 4 parks now and City Walk. And I noted for the first time ever that the fish and chips are listed as dairy-free at both Three Broomsticks and help me, it's Friday. I can't think.
At Finnegan's?
No. Three Broomsticks and
Leaky Cauldron.
Leaky Cauldron. Yeah.
Leaky Cauldron. Thank you.
I was having an error too. So
yes. Okay. Let me say that again. So I've noticed for the first time ever that take 3. I've noticed for the first time ever that the fish and chips that are both found at Leaky Cauldron and the Three Broomsticks are listed on the dairy-free menu, which is awesome for me, but they've never been that way before, which means they changed the recipe. And so I don't know, I can't find information on what else they might have changed, but say, for instance, that they used to be contain dairy but didn't have eggs in it, and now they might have eggs but not contain dairy. And if you are egg-free and have always eaten these, and it's much easier to just order off the menu than click the allergen note, you already have to wait at a place like that for your food or for a table and things like that. It is so much easier to just say, you know what, I know I can eat this. I know this is a safe food. I'm just going to order it as I've always ordered it and not hit that allergen note. But they're not obligated to tell you when they change the recipe, even in the slightest way. And the slightest addition or subtraction could be fatal for someone if they have a severe enough allergy. So again, that's my probably monthly, if not bi-monthly, soapbox of you always have to check, you always have to ask, things like that, because you might be delighted and find out that you can eat something that you previously couldn't eat, but you could also find yourself in the position of not being able to eat something that you previously were able to. So just always keep that in your mind when you're ordering for something that could, even if it's not life-threatening, if it's going to make you feel terrible the rest of the day because you ingested something that your body just doesn't like, then it's really important to always keep up on that stuff.
Indeed.
Thanks, Kelly. I'm happy you can have the fish and chips.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And then my only addition, I posted on our Instagram, but just more new food. I'm curious if more things are going to pop up, but it seemed like I was there when the new summer stuff was happening. So I saw the Jaws stuff, but they hadn't opened the food yet, which I think like the next day they opened the food stuff. But one thing I did catch was the Coca-Cola food booth, which was across from the Mummy. And I got the cola glazed ribs. My picture, I did the like 0.5 or whatever. I felt like you couldn't really see how many ribs were in there. Like it looked smaller.
Oh,
it was actually like a really nice size amount of ribs, I thought. I got 4 ribs and it was $12.99, and it was really interesting and a nice little snack, and it was gluten-free. So I was happy. And then I saw a drunk woman order backyard barbecue tacos, and she had a pin. I really hope she's listening. I would die if she messaged us. Her pin was she was celebrating her first ever solo trip. So of course I'm chatting with her. We walked out together. Her tachos were a really nice sized amount. She kept offering me, but they're not gluten-free. They looked really, really good. And her plan was, so it was the day before Epic opening, and she was trying to go over to Epic to see Gerard Butler and get him to marry her. And I thought it was the funniest thing. And like, I left Mark for 2 seconds to get the food, and I come out with this woman. And he's like, "Oh, who's this?" And I'm like, I met this lady, and she's trying, and she was really trying to get me to join her to attack Gerard Butler, and we didn't do that. So yeah, there's a Coca-Cola summer booth that had some good food, and they had a mango mojito that I was really tempted to buy, but I did not get. There's a no mojito.
That's the one. The Coca-Cola stand is the one that's like right on the like Music Plaza by Rip Ride Rocket.
They moved it. It was over there. And now it's by the Mummy, like where they put the food booths.
Mm-hmm.
Usually,
it's across from the Mummy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think we talked about this, and I didn't know about it.
Maybe we didn't.
Also, another little nice thing about it. So I said there's a mango mojito. There's a mango no-hito. So the menu actually says mango no-hito, and it's a mocktail, and then it says you can add Bacardi rum to it for the mango mojito. So another time of Universal doing a mocktail.
Nice.
So that was a big. I really wanted to call out this Coca-Cola stand because it's a little stand, and I thought there's not going to be anything gluten-free, and there was also a mocktail. So thanks, Universal.
I like that.
Awesome. All right. Anything else before we dive into our entree?
Not that I can.
I'm sure we could talk all day about things.
I'm quite aware of that.
Let's do our entree.
All right. So like I said, I've collated all of these questions. Some of them are mine. Some of them are from listeners. I've put them into kind of categories for you guys, but for our listeners, so Shelby, Kayla, and Tracy don't have this list in front of them. I'm asking them these questions in real time. So my first category is Epic Universe Basics. So just kind of yes or no-ish questions. So at this time and for the foreseeable future, the only way to experience Epic Universe is by purchasing a one-day ticket or a multi-day package. So there's not annual passes that include Epic yet. But if you're an annual pass holder for the Legacy Parks, can you use your pass holder discount here?
Yes.
And does that cover like all the restaurants, the food stands, if you have the the premium or the premier or the preferred pass?
Yes. I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get any discount on mine, which is the lower one, but Lee had a higher one. I don't know.
Yeah, I have the power pass, which is one of the lower tiered ones, and I also don't get food discounts, but I know a lot of people have either that preferred or premier tier pass. So cool.
And you could use it
everywhere.
And you can use it in the app.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just scan it.
They finally fixed that?
They did?
Yes.
So you don't have to add it in every time like you used to?
No, I think you still have to scan it.
Yeah, you still have to scan it.
Okay. But it prompts you this time.
Okay. That's cool.
Yes.
And you can also use gift cards in the app now. Thank you, Universal. Appreciate it.
Well, that flows perfectly. Nice segue, Shelby. My second question is, can you use...
I don't know what the questions are.
I'm truly mean, like nice segue, because literally my next question is, can you use the Mardi Gras gift cards at this park?
Yes. Yes, okay. Someone did tell me you can use the Mardi. I didn't have any Mardi Gras gift cards to use anymore because I keep missing out on them. But yeah.
Yes.
I use a regular Universal gift card.
Cool.
But they both work.
All right, next quick one. So I know that there are abundant Coke freestyle machines here. So can I use an old cup from a previous trip at Epic if I activate it for the day or for my entire trip? Or do I have to buy like an Epic Universe specific souvenir cup?
No, I believe you can. I mean, I saw people using the Jaws ones, which I know are new.
Okay.
But I did see somebody using the same HHN one that Lee's got from a couple of years ago.
Cool.
So I think as long as the RFID chip's good, you're good to go.
Sweet.
That seems legit.
Yes.
All right. So in addition to the Coke Freestyle machines, I've heard there's those water bottle refill stations are a lot more popular in this park. Cool.
Yeah.
So we're headed into the hottest months of the year. And if you are a newer listener, we recommend that you go back to episode 8 from August of 2024, where we gave our suggestions for where to eat to beat the heat. But my question for you guys is, have you used these water bottle refill stands? Is the water cold, like room temperature, not cold at all? And does it have that like Florida water taste that people not from Florida complain about? Or is it pretty fresh? I don't know. That I used one water bottle refill. Like there is a water bottle refill stand. I think the only one in the park, it feels like at Disney, is outside of Tron. And it was the like warmest water I think I've ever intentionally put in my mouth. So just wanted to check in on that detail.
Have you guys used them?
I used one briefly in Epic because I needed to take some headache tablets and I had a cup. So I just used one of those. And it wasn't the coldest I've had, but it wasn't warm. And yes, it tasted a little like Florida water, but I actually quite like it. So I'm that weird person.
I can't speak to the taste because I've been in Florida my whole life. So it's normal water to me.
It's water.
But it wasn't cold, but it also wasn't very, very warm, which was good.
And I didn't think, and I'm not just saying this because we're a Universal podcast. I've had Disney water, and I think Universal water is better tasting than Disney's.
Agreed.
And I'm not just saying that because we're Universal and I'm a bigger fan. It's real. I don't know.
I believe it.
All right. So our first listener question comes in this category. So Judson asked what your thoughts are on almost every restaurant using the mobile order model.
I thought so. I only ate at Cafe de la Serene and Das Steakhouse, both mobile order, and they were much quicker than the Studios and Islands experience. And at least, and okay, so everyone knows that opening day had much less crowds than we anticipated. So there was no lines to get in anywhere. And then, like the food was out super quick. And I saw some YouTubes that I think YouTubes are just talking to people that were like, it took 3 minutes. Like people put timers on and it was really quick. So they really seem to hammer out the issues that they used to have in other places. And I've seen, again, you guys know, I eat a lot at Minions Cafe, and I have seen that improve every time I go. So I think they learned from whatever mistakes and fixed whatever, if there was any technological bugs. Our food was really, really quickly delivered. So I had a really great experience with the mobile order.
Yeah.
Again, only 2 restaurants. So I don't know if you guys had more experiences or had any negative experiences.
Well, we used mobile ordering. I'm just looking through my list because I've been keeping notes. In Toadstool Cafe, that came out super quick, which is great. In Das Steakhouse, we used it there. Again, that was out within 3 or 4 minutes. There was a problem. That was with the food, not with the ordering. And the Burning Blade, we used it in there. That was spot on, really fast. And then we had breakfast in Oak and Star. That took a little longer, but it was quite busy. And there was a miscommunication, but it worked in my favour because I ended up with 2 coffees. 2 people saw the coffee and made me it, so I ended up with 2. But it's incredibly strong coffee, so I could only drink one. I had to give the other away. And yeah, everywhere else was during the preview, like the media event. So it was all just, there was no ordering then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause us here because I guess we should have explained what everyone's experiences with Epic Universe have been so far.
True.
So let's take a little time out here mid-category.
Pause.
Kayla, how many days have you spent at Epic Universe?
I've spent 1 day at Epic Universe, and it was opening day.
Shelby, how many days have you spent at Epic Universe?
I think 8.
Wow.
Nice.
8. It took me 6 days to eat all the vegan options, so I don't want to hear anybody talking about there's nothing vegan to eat. Okay.
Oh, that's good to be.
And I had to tag team with other people almost like 95% of that time.
Wow.
So
Great.
Shout out to Seth.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not the only person I tag team with, but he's relevant here.
Yes.
And Tracy, how many days have you spent at Epic Universe, and what did those days kind of look like? If you want to sum it up for our good friends, the listeners.
We had 4 days, 2 of which were media preview. Then opening day. It was amazing. Opening day, and then a surprise, planted the little seed and watered it, so Lee had the great idea that we went for another day.
I love it. I love that so much.
So we had a surprise 4th day. And then we've got another, I think it's 3 days in October to look forward to. So, yes. But for now, 4 days.
Very cool.
Yes.
So you guys all kind of, another reason why I wanted to do this interview style is you guys have experienced it in many different iterations.
Yes.
So,
that's
all right. Shelby, did you want to say anything about mobile order before we head to the next category?
Yes, I do wish, because I get this comment a lot, that people are like, the mobile ordering app, like you can't tell what is marked safe. Like the vegan options aren't marked always. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vegan is not in the name of every single item across the resort or the park. So I think that is a little bit of a detriment, but if you know what you're ordering, I think it's fast, because all of our food has come out fast when I mobile ordered. And I will say, the one time that we chose the allergen selection, someone did come talk to us pretty quickly. Now, I will preface this by saying this was during team member preview.
Okay.
So this has been a long time. I don't know if this is still the case, because I know what the things are that I can order, and I don't need the allergen selection at this point for the most part. But the allergen team member came out to speak with us, and then it took a very, very, very long time to actually get the food.
Okay.
And we weren't like, we have an allergy. We were like, we have a question. So,
Okay.
So, yeah. So, but I don't mind the mobile order, especially now that you can use gift cards on the app, and then the fact that you can use your annual pass. But I will also say that if you don't have a credit card, if you're one of those people who likes to pay cash, they do have registers in all of these restaurants that are, and I'm using air quotes here, mobile order only. They do have registers. So you should still be able to go up to a register and speak with a team member and order your food there. You might have to get a table first for them to bring it out to you. So keep that in mind. If you're alone, that might be a little bit of an issue. It's hard for me sometimes when I go to like the main parks and I want to dine by myself and I have to go like secure a table, but you can order in person. So there's still that option for people who, or your phone's dead. Like, how are you going to mobile order if your phone is dead? So just keep that in mind. But I like the mobile order. I think it's fast if you know what you want.
Nice.
And so, 2 things to jump on what Shelby just said, because I actually witnessed someone do this. You have to know the table number. So memorize the table number. I actually saw a guy like go back, ask for the number, come back, order, and then he forgot it. To go back, and it was kind of funny. So memorize your food number. And then something that popped up, I think it was the next day or 2 days after. So I did not do the allergen selection. I ordered things that were labeled gluten-free, and I've never had an issue with them. So that's what I did. And I knew that at Café de la Sirène, there was a sandwich on a baguette that I had heard there was a gluten-free baguette added, and I wanted to try it, but I just didn't want for my first trip to deal with the allergen based on things that I was hearing, the allergen note. And then the next day, they added on the app that you can substitute the gluten-free baguette.
Oh,
so
That's nice.
I like almost cried. I've almost cried based on some things that have happened at Epic. I squealed and told my parents and husband, and they were like, "Oh, wow, that's great for you." And I'm like, "This is a big freaking deal, guys."
That is a huge deal.
So I'm hopeful that we will see more of that and things that if you just add the vegan meat or the gluten-free bun, that we'll see more of that on the app, and we'll need less allergen note talk to a chef.
Yeah.
So I thought mobile ordering even it had already improved from what I saw, and then when I got home, they're clearly making even more updates, which is really great news.
Yep. Yes.
Cool. All right, I'm going to move us on to kind of park-wide related questions. So I know over and over again I've been hearing that this is a very hot park with very little natural or man-made shade.
Yes.
And while this will hopefully change in the future, could you recommend one dining establishment to go to escape the heat? Like, where would you go if you were like, I'm a little bit hungry, but mostly just overheated, and I want to go sit in air conditioning for a while? Do you guys have one that pops to the top of your mind, maybe really quick, just so we can move on to more questions?
I do.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Moon Pizza Moon, whichever way around it is. That place, the aircon is great, and depending on where you sit, you've either got great views inside the restaurant or you've got beautiful views outside, because they've got like a conservatory style on the side. And the pizza's good, and the drinks are pretty good too.
The ambiance of Pizza Moon is stunning.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, cool. I loved it in there.
I don't want to be that person, but I want to say all. Like, I didn't eat everywhere, but I popped in, and part of the popping in was a break from the sun, a break in air conditioning, and I can't think of a single place with food. There were some outdoor drink locations that were just outdoors, but I think almost everywhere with food was indoors and had pretty nice air conditioning.
Yes.
The thing I will note is Das Steakhouse, in that it is just darker. So you get a break from the air conditioning. You're not getting those views like Tracy just said, but you are getting a break from the sun, and it's dark in there.
It is. It's really dark.
Yeah.
Shelby, do you have one pick that you
I do. I was with my friend, you guys know Sierra and JT, Universal Foodies. I was with them on opening day, and we ended up at Oak and Star several times just trying to get out of the heat. And it's nice in there. And of course, we can eat there. So we would just be like, okay, we're going to go eat something now. So Oak and Star is really good spot.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, the flip side of that coin, my next question is, so if you rewind all the way back to episode 2 of our podcast, we gave suggestions for cold weather comfort foods. And while it might be a very long time before we need those kinds of recommendations, I don't know when you're listening. It might be January or February, and it might be cold in Florida. So if it was cold outside and you wanted like a hearty or a heavy or a comforting meal, or like I explained on that episode, one time I showed up at Universal and woke up with a head cold the next day and was like, I just want soup. Like, give me something comforting. Do you guys have one pick for that sort of food?
Immediately.
Go on. Yeah. Go on. Same. No, go ahead, Tracy.
No, because I've jumped in first before, so you go.
Okay. I actually have 2. I'll make it quick. The corn chowder soup from Atlantic and lentil stew from Les Goblet Noir. Those are excellent. Like, I want it to be a cold day already. Like, I wanted to fast forward to wintertime so I can have those in the cold.
I don't think I've ever had corn chowder before. There's some vegan corn chowder?
Yep.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Vegan corn chowder. It's amazing. Okay. It's the best thing in Atlantic that's vegan.
Okay.
I think.
I'm going Blue Dragon, and the mapo tofu.
Oh,
Because it's just comfort food in a bowl. It's spicy and it's just yum. And also it is exactly as I remember from Seoul. And I told the chef that as well. Because that's the chef's favourite.
That's amazing to hear. And that's the vegan option there.
It is. And it's so good. And Lee even liked it.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Seal of approval.
Kayla, I know you have less experience, but we've kind of been working through these menus together too. Is there something that pops out for you?
Yeah, the first thing that popped out that doesn't have a lot of gluten-free options, but for those not, was the Le Goblet Noir. And inside, if you are not going to eat in there, that was one of the Seth Kabursky little things that just stole me and my husband's heart. And we did not eat, we did not drink. So going in there, highly, highly, highly recommend. And I'm looking at the allergen menu, and the corn chowder is also gluten-free from Atlantic. So now I know where to go.
We can have a corn chowder party, man.
We can.
I just got the silliest image in my head.
Me too, but say what yours is. Because if it's the same thing, I'm going to scream.
The musical Shucked just came through St. Louis, and I was not able to see it just because of my schedule and the price of the tickets, but I just pictured us in farmers' outfits, with pitchforks, dancing around our bowls of corn chowder. So
that was not what I was thinking.
It would have been really scary if that's what you were thinking.
It really would have. It really would have. I was picturing us sitting at a round table, each with a bowl of corn chowder soup, feeding each other from our own spoons in a circle. I don't know why.
All right. Well,
move on.
Yeah. Brains are a very strange place, ladies.
Yes, they are.
All right. Armand Turner wants to know your opinions on the best place to grab a beer or some other beverage, Kayla.
I am going to jump in. Burning Blade Reaper's Revenge is a really great ale. It's very heavy though and strong.
Yeah, I don't seems like a good spot.
I don't have beer, and I'm potentially spoiling later, but my favorite drink, and the drinks are phenomenal. We got more drinks than ever, and I loved everything. And I was actually a little sad. I saw someone post a review of Epic, and they said that the drinks were all so sweet, you get a toothache or some version of that. And we did not have that experience at all. And I actually thought the drinks were a lot less sweet and were phenomenal.
Oh, good.
So I don't know. I think they just ordered wrong. But Bar Moonshine is great. Tracy, did you go there?
Where's that?
That's the American Quidditch bar in France.
I didn't get in there.
Tracy!
I know. I was everywhere else.
It
Gotta
was
save
great
something for the next trip.
It was great. Highly recommend. The Lobe Blaster is chef's kiss, and Kevin and Grace. Kevin got the Lobe Blaster and Grace got the Floor 75, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a flute and a cup that have the Bar Moonshine logo. It's a cheap, it's a cheap plastic glass, but it was easy to be saved, and I think it's really pretty and cute. And the Lobe Blaster came in a cup, and the Floor 75 came in a flute, so we got to get both little souvenir glasses, and they were phenomenal. And I posted the picture on our Instagram, and the Lobe looks crazy cool. The green glowy is really neat. So I recommend if you want a cocktail.
Cool. I'm just looking up a drink that I've forgotten the name of in the Place d'Owl, and it's the Specialist beer.
Where was that?
In the Place d'Owl.
Okay.
But also the Spice Root Old Fashioned in Atlantic Bar is amazing. I'm not remembering the Place d'Owl one because I just had the Reaper's Revenge, and somebody dragged me into another bar for another drink, and I was a little tipsy after that. I couldn't feel my knees for about an hour. I'm just looking up.
That's another thing. The drinks are not light.
They are not.
The pours
That's what I've heard.
are nice. And like, again, if we're comparing prices, I'm paying the same amount at a normal bar where I live, and they're less interesting, less of a pour, which the alcohol is, the more expensive. I don't want to sound like, a drink's only worth it if it's getting you drunk or whatever. But
well, kind of though.
Yeah.
yeah, I was really, really impressed with the drinks, and I really highly recommend trying. If you're like, oh, do I want this? Do I not? Like, if there's any question, I'll order it, and I think you'll really like it.
I can't find the name of this. I will find it and put it on the Instagram. Apparently, that's what my brain wants to call it. But it was good.
Cool.
Sorry.
No, you're good. All right. One final time of day or time of year related question. And we touched on this a little bit, but where can you get breakfast at Epic? And Tracy, did you find any coffee? Which you already said. So I'm only seeing real breakfast menus at Oak and Star and Cafe de l'Air Seren. Are those your two main options?
I think that's right.
Toadstool Cafe serves early as well. So we had garlic knots for breakfast. You can get the lighter bites for breakfast.
Okay, so they don't have a special breakfast menu. It's just
I don't think so. Yeah,
or you can get breakfast time food or lunchtime food at breakfast.
Yeah, so just pick the lighter options.
Okay,
that makes sense.
But the Oak and Star breakfast, I don't even know them. They're like subs. They were really good, but that coffee is very strong. And trying to get it modified so it was half the strength, couldn't do it.
Oh no!
Because mobile ordering.
Yeah.
So instead of getting half strength, I got 2 coffees.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
And then Oak and Star, which it was in the Tim Tracker video that I saw Shelby and Universal Foodies in the background. So I'm thinking you guys were there at the same time.
Yeah, we were.
But there was live music.
Yeah, they do have live music. It's really
that's cool.
And I'm not going to spoil anything about the live music because there's something I really want to tell you guys, but I'm not going to.
Thank you.
No. Also, Shelby.
I'm working so hard to avoid spoilers. And it is even harder.
Yeah.
It is even harder now that the park is actually open than it was during previews to avoid it. But if I've worked this hard for this long, I want to make it like the last 22 days or whatever
you can
it's
do
going to be.
I have faith in you. Shelby, I just want to apologize because when we were having breakfast and I was chugging this very strong coffee and Lee disappeared and we were just like, where the hell has he gone? Again, I didn't know because the last I saw you were at the table next to us. I didn't know you'd moved. And you were just in a position where I couldn't see you. So I would have come and sat with you, but I didn't know you were there.
Oh, so it's okay. Sorry. It's funny because we had sat down and I didn't know you guys were there. And I had looked over and I saw a bald white dude in a white t-shirt standing next to me, but he was digging in a little cart thing. And I was in my mind, I'm like, that looks like Lee. And then I'm like, Lee didn't have one of those cart things. And I'm like, that's not him. And then I turned the other way. And then all of a sudden I hear, Shelby, are you stalking me? And I look over and it's Lee. And I'm like, no, man. I don't know how we saw each other 3 times that day. And I don't even know how that happened. 3 times? I think it was 3. It was at least 2.
He was digging in a cart because Michelle brought one with her.
Yeah, I didn't realize it because the first time I saw you guys, you didn't have the cart or anyone else with you. Not that I assumed you'd be alone. Yeah. But I didn't know about the cart and I just brushed it off. I was like, that's not Lee. Knowing full well you guys are in the park and it could be him.
What cart are you referring to?
Michelle's got this,
one of those.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, one of those fold down. It looks like what you would walk a dog in.
Yeah,
but without the top.
Long.
Yeah.
It was. What were you guys carrying in that? All your bags and stuff, I would assume.
I kept my bag on, but everybody was just there was all sorts in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we brought an extra person home.
Cart. Oh, I didn't think it was you guys.
All right. I'm going to move us along on that note. To more portal specific based dining questions. So combining a couple people. So Matt Clark asked what your favorite land is overall for food and beverage. Taylor Nickel similarly asked which portal do you think collectively has the best food? And we don't have time to go through all the specifics, but Annie Amente asked what your favorite food item in each portal was. So if you want to quickly, I know those are three similar-ish questions, but like if you would say there was a portal that had a really strong showing for food and beverage in your mind, and maybe then tell me what the favorite thing you ate there was, each of you.
I'll jump in first if that's okay. Food was amazing in every single world. There was Isle of Burke was standout for me though. Cool. During the previews, we got to try the meatballs with this lovely sauce and vegetable mash that they were on. That was great.
Is that a meat hall?
Yes, but we got them from a thing outside because media stuff.
Yeah.
Also, meat hall for aircon, brilliant.
That looked like another great place for hearty food too.
So good. Yeah. We were just stalking everybody. We were so full from everything we ate. We couldn't eat everything. We were just walking around asking people what the food was like. Strangers just go, oh, is that? we weren't shy. But the best food and my favourite food by a long shot is also in Burke, and that is the mac and cheese cones. Not corn, as the Americans keep thinking I'm saying. Cones. Cones. C-O-N-E-S. Had all three. And there's a definite ranking for me because you've got the original, which is just mac and cheese with goldfish crackers. That's number 2. In third place is the firecracker chicken one, which was great, but I wasn't too keen on the chimichurri sauce at the top. It was a little too much for me. But the absolute outstanding one was a PB&J mac and cheese corn, which is just top to bottom pulled pork and mac and cheese. But
ooh, yum.
Yeah, but it's like a light. Some people say it's heavy garlic. I thought it was a light garlic bread corn. So messy to eat, but I personally, for the price point, I think they're absolutely spot on.
So, are they actually cones, or is it like a hoagie?
No, it's a cone.
Bread. It's an actual cone,
yes.
like Circus McGurkus style cone?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and also use a fork to eat it because the first one, I made a big mess.
It looks messy.
Husband Mark got the cone.
Mm-hmm.
He got it. I think I should look at the picture. Because Burke was the first place we went into, and we rode 2 of the rides, and then that cone, there was no line. It was open. I think it was like his breakfast at like 9 a.m., which no shame, but like what a funny
hearty Viking breakfast.
Hearty Viking breakfast. It was his favorite food item.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And I agree, for the price point, it is very worth it. Again, not gluten-free, could not try it, but he loved it. And we loved all the food. So again, to just echo Tracy, there wasn't anything we didn't like. And now that I'm realizing it, I think we got food everywhere except for Celestial. And technically Mario, but we got Mario in Hollywood and we were very impressed. So anyway, take that with whatever. So he liked everything and loved that cone. So that's all I wanted to add, was that cone is good. And I have some funny pictures of him eating it.
Like it.
At 9 a.m. in the morning.
Shelby or Kayla, do you have something to add about what portal you think has the best?
I do, but Kayla, do you want to go first, or?
I don't care. You can go.
Well, I mean, this will shock no one. Celestial Park is the best spot for, if you're vegan, like, eat in Celestial Park. Like, hands down, has the most food options.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would say Burke is next. Like, the quality of the food, I agree with both of you, is top tier at this park. Like, to make a pun on purpose, they have knocked it out of the park with the food. Like,
nice.
The food is epic. They I don't know, the creativity, just all of the things. So I would say Celestial Park. it's my favorite place in that whole area. Like when people were rumoring like reservations for the lands, I'm like, I don't care. Can I go in Celestial Park? Because that's where I want to go. Like I would love to go to the lands through the portals, but as long as I can go in Celestial, I am happy. Mm-hmm. And if anything ever happens to the smoky carrot dog, I'm going to riot because that is my favorite thing. Like I will get that every time I go. I didn't get it the day after opening day because I was really sick. Like I had the worst migraine and I barely could eat anything that people I was with were eating. Like we were sharing and I was like, I'm just sick. And I didn't get a carrot dog and I was really mad about it. So that carrot dog, like don't knock it till you try it, guys. I see people on the internet being like, oh, it's not a hot dog. Well, sorry. It's not supposed to be a hot dog. It's a carrot. Freaking carrot in a bun that is beautiful. Like the purple and the orange together and the feta on top. Like you guys don't just try it. You can come at me if you hate it and you think it's the worst thing you've ever eaten after you've eaten it. But like I don't want to hear this is my soapbox, Kelly. I don't want to hear it if you haven't eaten it because it's not supposed to be a hot dog.
Right.
It is a smoky carrot dog in a bun with feta cheese. I don't know. I think that is impressively creative. Like who thinks of that? I don't know. And to put feta on top, and you guys know I'm the sauce person. I want sauce on everything. I want extra sauce. If it's not soupy, don't give it to me. This doesn't have a sauce. I don't need a sauce. It is delicious. Now, I will say, out of the few that I have gotten, one of the buns was a little stale. If y'all get a stale bun, take it back to them and be like, my bun is stale. Can you give me another?
The amount of time we spend on this podcast talking about buns is just one of my favorite tropes that has come out across the board.
Can you could you even tell it's stale? You're wearing gloves assembling this thing. You know what I mean? Like you might not be able to feel that texture and you're not biting into it. So like I give the team members the benefit of the doubt. I don't think they're like, we're going to serve people crusty buns. Like I think they can't tell. So tell them if the bun is bad, if it's crunchy, like it should be soft and pillowy. So that's the end of my soapbox. Eat the carrot dog, please.
I want to try it.
Kayla.
That was one of my favorite soapbox of all time. That goes in like what was our like Spork Awards or
I'll put that in the Google Doc for January.
My favorite food, I ate there twice, so this is, I'm questioning if I regret it if I didn't try another place, but I freaking loved Café L'air de la Sirène. It is gorgeous. Again, just to go in, it is beautiful. The inside is great. We sat in the inside to get some air conditioning, but to sit outside and people watch and to see France and potentially catch a band or catch, whatever. It is just exquisite. My favorite food was the chicken, which I'm going to butcher, poulet à la Provençale. It was phenomenal. Mark got the butterbeer crepe, which a lot of people are really liking. He liked, but this is like a preference thing to him. It was more a dessert and not really a meal. So that was his only little thing. And I got the vegan butterbeer from Café L'air de Sirène, and it was phenomenal. I actually liked it better than other butterbeers.
Hell yeah.
So I read someone in the pass holder page somewhere saying that they thought the Epic Universe butterbeer was better and was like creamier. And that's what I thought. Like, I thought the vegan butterbeer. So I don't know if it's just an overall, the machine is upgraded. But I got the vegan butterbeer and I was so impressed. And to me, again, it tasted better than regular. So I don't know if it's just Epic has better butterbeer or if the vegan butterbeer. And then, funny story, we rearranged our decorations, and I put all the butterbeer mugs that I have like in a line, and
Nice.
the epic butterbeer mug, like in my opinion, and I didn't double check the price. If it's the same price for both butterbeers, the mug that you get as a souvenir glass in France is stunning and is so much nicer than what you get at Islands and
Yeah.
Studios.
It's
so
It's more ornate,
Okay.
isn't it?
yeah.
That's cool.
I will get rid of
So
those
I
next
do
time.
want to note that it's worth getting, and it says it in French and it says butterbeer too. It has both
Nice.
pronunciations on the glass.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. So similar but different enough. And again, we'll have to go faster on some of these. So maybe like cutting down on commenting on each other's if that's okay. Just because
We can do it.
Yes,
I
miss.
think we can get through all of these in one episode. Like I don't want to stop us now. Like I think we're far enough in, but I
Yeah.
think we do have to go a little bit.
We can do
faster.
it. Yes. Rapid fire.
Okay. Yes. So Jerry and Adriana are curious about what you would consider to be the best themed dining location that you visited so far. So not necessarily the best food or your favorite food, but when you walked in, you were like, wow, I am in this movie or this place or this time. If you could pick one.
Oh, that's hard. Let Shelby go first because Shelby's got one.
Okay.
So that could help.
I mean, I could name all of them. I think they're all
True,
amazing.
yeah.
But Blue Dragon in Celestial Park,
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Yeah.
Those never mind. Sorry, I almost said something else.
Okay. Restaurant. You can spoil restaurants if you want to spoil restaurants. I just don't want to know.
Well, I mean, just like the neon signs in there are
Uh-huh.
Cool.
incredible,
Yeah.
and
And-
just the theming.
So what Blue Dragon had, I think an outdoor section, 2 indoor sections, and each section is like very
It's
different and very
cool.
neat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They are all very cool.
Yes.
You were right, Kayla.
I walked through everything. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, Tracy.
No, I was going to say, I'll give you one of mine, which is
Mhm.
Burning Blade Tavern.
Cool.
Because you walk in and we
That's a
had,
good one too.
both times we were in there, we had interactions with the hounds. And I've got stories to tell in another episode about that because I need Kelly to have gone and experienced it. And
Okay.
more time than we've got. Kayla.
I mentioned it a little. Le Goblet Noir for a Harry Potter fan. Mark and I walked in, and again, like if you could tell, I'm like really childish and just really fall in. But Mark is less so, and he turned to me and he was like, "I feel like we're in an underground dark wizard bar. Like this is wild."
Oh, cool.
Mhm.
So that was really neat. And then my only other one, and why am I blanking? Because I have Le Goblet Noir stuck in my head, was Das Steakhouse. Like
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
that's wild.
So my other one was Toadstool Cafe
Mm-hmm.
because it's just
Yeah.
crazy cute and there's always something going
Mhm.
on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome that it's like hard for you to pick because everything is so
It is
It
hard.
really is hard. There are no misses.
well themed.
Mhm.
Very cool. All right. Well, this also Shelby, another nice segue. So we got from Rachel Walker, Andrea and Stephanie over at the Mischief Managers podcast, and myself all have the same question: is how was the Blue Dragon? And please tell me it was amazing.
Yes, it's
Yes.
amazing.
Amazing.
I'll
No-
go there every time if I.
Yeah.
Yes.
Same. It's nigh on a perfect restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have
Agreed.
reservations there for my first day.
Good.
And so very
Good.
excited about that. I'm trying to convince my
Very
dad
good.
to go with me in July, and Papa Wood is not having it yet, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
He will. Have him listen to this episode and be like, "These people think this place is amazing. I should go experience it."
Papa Wood,
Okay.
you need to go. Yes.
All right. Another specific one, which Kayla touched on already, but Cabana K on Instagram asked for recommendations from Cafe L'air de la Sirène. Do you guys have thoughts other than Kayla, that chicken dish that you tried that was really good?
I had a sample size of the butterbeer crepe, the bière de beurre crepe, which was, for me, it was amazing. Lee said it wasn't sweet enough, but it was perfect for me. And I think that's where you get it from, isn't it? Cafe L'air de la Sirène.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really liked that. It was light, sweet enough, and yeah, perfect dessert.
I got the giggle water as well, and that was really a nice light drink. I think it was mostly champagne, but I liked it. And I ate there twice, and I got the steak hot perver. Oh no. It came with frites. The frites were delicious. So the steak has a gravy, and all of it is gluten-free. So I'm not the biggest red meat fan. And like, funny, I'm not the biggest gravy fan, but it was really nice to eat something I typically cannot get. Yeah. And I'm curious for people that are fans of those things. Like, I liked it, but like I like the chicken better, but I just prefer chicken over that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I thought it was really good and a really nice portion as well.
Good.
There's vegan mains there, and there's a baguette ratatouille provençal. Ugh, jeez, French people would hate me. And there's also
we will be able to pronounce these things one day.
I know, we're gonna have to, right? Okay, so the other dish, oh my gosh, it's called cassoulet vegetarian haricot. Oh my gosh, haricot blanc.
Haricot blanc, fancy.
Yeah. So it's like a stew cassoulet. Now, I loved it the first time I had it. The second time I had it was last week, and honestly, I don't even want to say what it tasted like, and I should have sent it back. So if that happens, anyone send it back if it tastes funny. But also the dirigible plum juice mocktail, which I don't know why they call it a mocktail. It's really just juice, but it's really good too.
I heard good things about the creme brulee as well, and it's gluten-free. I just didn't try it.
Awesome. All right, our next section of questions, I'm calling stock up, stock down, and worth it. So I don't know how familiar, Kayla, I know we've played it as like a friend group before, but like Shelby and Tracy, the idea of stock up, stock down. So like something that you didn't have high expectations for that blew it out of the water, or stock down of like something that you were really excited for that kind of disappointed you. So this is a combination of questions from Brianna, Hope Brigham, and our sister podcast hosts Gabe and Nikki from the Theme Park Duo. So if you could pick one thing, again, each, I know we could talk about this for hours, but for the sake of time, pick something that was either overhyped, underhyped, overpriced, underpriced, a hit or a miss, like something that just either surprised you in a good way or surprised you in a bad way.
Just food. Are we talking here?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get my list again.
I'll go if Kayla, you're not ready. Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
Okay. So I will say I had two things that really, really, really surprised me. The first was Valka's vegan burger at Meat Hall. It's a veggie burger, guys. Like, it's not a Beyond Meat. It's not Impossible. It's not any of the vegan meats. It's straight up veggie burger, but they fried it. It's amazing. It's the best veggie burger I've ever had. I will typically avoid veggie burgers because they're usually terrible. If we're all being honest, if you've eaten a veggie burger, you probably were like, wow, what is that? But this one is amazing. You should eat it. I want to go like buy them and like put them in my bag and take them home. And then Les Goblet Noir, the lentil stew. That is not my jam at all. I don't want to eat a stew made of lentils, if I'm being honest with everyone. Like, I don't dig lentils. I don't really like beans that much. So like the lentil stew, it was amazing. I'd eat that again. And I don't like lentils. So those are my two things.
Where was the veggie burger, Shelby?
Mead Hall.
Okay.
In Burke. It's amazing. No, but they also have a Valka's vegan bowl over there at Spitfire Grill that it's gluten-free, I believe, as is. So you could have that. And that's good too. It's not a veggie burger, but.
Okay. I have the allergen menu pulled up. The vegan bowl, I can't have the mango dressing, which is.
Oh yeah, sorry. The mango dressing you have to modify.
Why? Anyway.
I know.
It's okay. I'm sorry, is it stock down? Is it stock? Is that the word?
Yeah, stock down would be something that you had high expectations for, but disappointed you.
So my stock down is, and I didn't say it when you guys were talking, but Blue Dragon has only 3 options that are gluten-free, and
Oh,
it's the smashed cucumber, peanut
yum.
shrimp, and dragon fried rice. So not even really meals, or I
Yeah.
guess one meal and like 2 sides. So please, Blue Dragon. What's interesting is to make it gluten-free, you request tamari sauce. So I don't know why there isn't more of the menu that you can just request tamari. Hopeful that can change.
Kayla, I will say that we did go there again. I went with Princess and Bear, and we were asking the chef like other things that they could make vegan, and they were able to modify some of the other things. It just depends on the chef that's on staff at that time. So you might, Kelly, you two might have more options when you go.
okay. I am
But
not
ask for the
without
chef.
options at Blue Dragon, but
No, you're not. You're not.
I have lots and lots of options at Blue Dragon. But other places, that's good to know that.
Yeah.
Chef wise, that might make a difference.
Yeah.
And then stock up. I was surprised. Das Steakhouse had a lot that is I don't have to make any changes to, and they have a dessert as well. So Das Steakhouse and Café de la Sirène have desserts that you don't have to do any modifications for gluten-free. So I like that. And it's not just ice cream. It's an actual dessert.
Save those details for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Tracy?
Okay. So my stock down is in Das Steakhouse. And it was a whole thing. I won't go into it fully because I'm sure we'll end up covering this on another show. The vegan stuffed cabbage. Because of an unlisted ingredient, which was not just fennel, it was fennel seed, which is an allergen. And the lack of knowledge from the chef was astounding. So yeah, I got a refund on that one. And I'd been really looking forward to it, so that was a shame. But my stock up, if I'm doing this the right way around. Hang on, where is it? Blue Dragon, the Mapo tofu, because it's a difficult dish to execute, and they absolutely use that phrase, knocked it out of the park. So
very cool.
Yes.
Also, Tracy, I am now remembering from my travels over in like England and those parts about fennel is not a listed top allergen in the United States, but I think it is over there.
Well, fennel itself, the fennel bulb isn't, but fennel seed is because it's seed.
I'm remembering because I vividly remember looking at menus at restaurants over there and being like, wow, they list out way more things than they do in the US. I didn't even think about that until just now of why that would be surprising for you to be surprised by finding fennel seed in
and aside from that, and the fact that it is a very strong flavour and it's not listed at all.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Wasn't good.
Tracy, because you said that, I put a note on our website so for people to know like that it contains that, because I agree that it is a shocking flavor, one, and then if it's it's an allergen, if the chef is not knowledgeable about it, that's not
maybe one day. We just got sesame added to the top. It's now top 9 allergen. That was just now, meaning like a year ago.
Crazy.
But okay. Yeah, we just moved from top 8, which it had been for the last 15 years, which is shocking that it's only been that long that they would even be required to list top allergens on any food packaging and things like that.
Wow.
But yeah, we are quite behind here on those measures. But anyways, tangent.
Yes.
Back to
not like us.
I think this is different enough that I put it separately. So M from Amazing Days Travel asked, some of the food is pretty pricey. Do you have an item that you feel like is really worth the price? Which is similar to our last one, but like, is there something that stands out to you as that steal of an item where you get a lot of food for a lower cost? And you don't not everyone has to answer every question, but if something pops to your head.
Mac and cheese
Go for it.
cones. The three different prices because they're 3 different ingredients.
Mhm.
They start up, I think it's about $13 and go up to almost $20. They're a meal in themselves. You could share it easily between even 3. Price point is absolutely perfect for it. Some people might think it's a little expensive, but no, I think that's absolutely right.
I mean,
You don't have to have an answer.
I think the
too,
food
also.
at Epic. No, I do. I'm trying to think of how to say it. I do feel like the food at Epic is a little pricier, but I also think all of the portions are pretty comparable to the price. Like,
Agreed.
Tracy, we talk about shrinkflation.
Yes.
I don't feel like that's the case at Epic. I feel like what you pay for, like, okay, I will say the smoky carrot dog may be a little expensive, but also they have to get that special ube bun. You know what I mean? So I think if you take into account the ingredients that they're using, it's not just a plain hot dog bun. Like you can't just go to Publix or whatever and buy this ube bun. You know what I mean? So I feel like the portions and the prices are pretty fair.
Yeah. Well, through interviewing,
I would say if they weren't.
Yeah, same. Through interviewing the chefs, they don't want to call it theme park food. They don't want to hear it's good theme park food. They want to hear it's good food because that's what they're aiming for. It's good food. It's restaurant quality food. It's food you would find outside of the parks. And hats off to them. They've managed it.
The only thing that I will add is that, and I feel like, again, like food and drink, we didn't eat as much. We had some more drinks. Mark and I took we've never done this. It was our anniversary trip. We didn't have Cameron. It was Epic Universe opening. All of this. We were like, if we're even considering buying it, we're buying it. Like, we don't care. If we're like almost full, but we want to try it and there's no line, we're doing it. And there were no regrets. There was no, oh, that wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
So even if like portion wise it was smaller, there was something unique about it that like made it that special, that made it worth it.
Yeah.
So we didn't have any regrets of anything we ate or drank.
Cool.
Even if it was more expensive.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on, our next category relates to like specific populations of people. I'm going to start off. So Kiki Horton and Jamie Kovacic asked specifically about restaurants at Epic Universe being kid friendly or options for picky kids who just want like plain chicken nuggets or plain mac and cheese, not fancy mac and cheese. I think I'm going to save that. If either of you guys have specific questions, please feel free to reach out to us and we can help you plan your trip. But we are planning a specific episode to talk about kids menus, dining with kids at Epic at Universal in general, things like that. So I think I'm going to save that for that episode.
I think we would need to prepare for that.
Yeah. Yes.
Considering and maybe we didn't go with kids.
Yes. And, Kayla, I don't know, Cam's about to turn 1 in a very, very short amount of time, but is still not quite at the chicken finger stage of life. So we're going to hold off on that. But going back to just people who have food preferences instead of just dietary things. So M also asked about options for fussy vegetarians who don't eat mushrooms. So Shelby, I'm going to turn this over to you. I know there are options at Epic that are vegetarian but not vegan. But if you want to go, Shelby, and give a couple recommendations of non-mushroom based vegetarian options, or Kayla or Tracy, you can chime in too. But
I think I'm gonna have to go with vegan options. So I don't really know what the vegetarian options are, to be honest with you. Because Universal uses a lot of mushrooms. Goodness, if you're fussy,
like cassoulet, maybe would that be like the beans and sausage?
I almost want to say it has mushrooms in it too. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I should pay more attention while I'm eating. Goodness, that's a tough one. Well, I would say, I guess I need to know their their preferences too, because like, do they want to eat healthier, or do they want to eat something that's like kind of more junk foodish? Because like I would recommend the meat hall options and the Spitfire grill options if they like healthier items, because I don't think any of those have mushrooms. The burger might have them in it mixed up, but I'm not sure. They didn't say mushroom allergy, right? They just said preference. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like How to Train Your Dragon might be a good spot to hit, because Cafe Sirene there's in the baguette there's mushrooms.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm trying to look at all the.
What about the Pizza Moon pizza?
I think there's mushrooms on it.
There's
mushrooms on it.
I didn't think the Harvest Moon had mushrooms.
It doesn't? Okay. See, like I said, I need to pay more attention while I'm eating.
Because otherwise there's
you're right. I don't see any mushrooms. Yeah. So yeah, the Harvest Moon pizza. I just assume with Universal, I just assume there's mushrooms in everything at this point, because I feel like every time we get something, there's mushrooms on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that stuffed cabbage at Dark Universe.
That's what I was going to say.
It has mushrooms.
It
has mushrooms.
It does.
Yeah, it has. What is it, Tracy? Do you remember?
It was tomato sauce bucatini, and then it was Impossible meat with fennel, wrapped in. I didn't see any mushrooms.
No, I think it's trumpet mushrooms.
I did not have those.
Kind. Yeah, they're like they're not in it. They're on it. So like that could be easy.
Definitely didn't have that.
Someone didn't like it. It's not like mixed in with the meat.
Yeah, nope, definitely didn't have those on mine. So
weird.
Yeah, that's okay. I also didn't get Parmesan on my garlic steak.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, we will do more research on that and get back to you on that.
Huh.
Specific.
Yeah, we will. Sorry. But that's a tough one, I think.
Yeah.
But I would say, for in your hand, it's these two again. In your hand, the original mac and cheese corn.
Yes.
I would say that one.
Mm-hmm.
And the mapo tofu, if you like spicy.
No mushrooms in those.
No mushrooms in those.
All right. So Kayla, kind of jumping back to you and Shelby, I'll need your help with this one. So Katie Trumbauer and Kiki also asked about dairy and gluten-free desserts.
Well, I think the only dairy and gluten-free dessert there is the Frosty
those were two
Moon.
Separate questions also.
Oh, sorry.
Dairy-free desserts or gluten-free desserts.
Okay.
That I worded that poorly in my attempt to
you're fine.
say it in less words. I worded it poorly.
It's okay. I was like, well, that's tough for both. But
yes. One asked about dairy-free desserts. One asked about gluten-free desserts.
Gotcha. The only dairy-free desserts would be the vegan cookie from Frosty Moon and the soft serve and the cone. And then you can get Oreo crumbles or the birthday sprinkles. I believe all of that is gluten-free. Sorry, not the cone. I lied. No, it has been a long week, guys. I'm getting your questions mixed up again as I'm talking. Wow. Yeah, so all that's dairy-free. And then there's a bunch of vegan chocolates in the Moonship chocolate store near the entrance. But that's really the only desserts we have for
dairy-free. I see, though, that the baklava is vegan?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Because I have never in my life had baklava. And I would be so excited to try that because I love pistachios. I love me a good like crispy honey crumble.
You need to try it.
Flaky pastry.
Everyone should try it.
Yes, I would like to try it.
Yeah, at Les Goblet Noir. Yes, you are right. The baklava is vegan there.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm like, we don't have any vegan desserts. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The gluten-free desserts, I didn't try any, so I can't tell you, but I saw them and I think they look good and I've heard good things. At Atlantic, they have a panna cotta. Frosty Moon, you can have all soft serve, including like there's like a cheesecake. I thought there were two flavors that I question when I see at a place, and we can have all of them. So that's good. And you can have the mini marshmallows, gold star sprinkles, celestial sprinkles, and birthday sprinkles. And then at the Doss Steakhouse, the labacata, right, which looks like the brain. I was very full and I almost got it just to like eat the brain, but I didn't. And we can have the Yoshi smoothies, which I think can be a dessert. And then the Café La de Seren, we can have the creme brulee. And I've heard really great things about the creme brulee. So I'm hoping to get that next time.
Cool.
So yeah, a bunch of ice cream flavors and some actual desserts, which is exciting for the gluten-free people.
Nice. All right, this is another one of my, just like a super rapid fire one. If you were to pick one restaurant that has something for everyone, where would you go?
Yeah, I think Blue Dragon or Atlantic,
Yeah.
the sit down restaurants. I feel like everybody could find something
I
at
agree.
either one of those.
Yeah.
I did not eat there, and
I
I didn't want to eat at a sit down restaurant for our just one and first day, and I got the allergen menu while I was in Epic Universe. So now I plan on eating at Atlantic. They have a lot of options for gluten free, and it's pretty, and the drinks are good.
Just take some salt packets with you is all I'll say.
Okay.
Group of 9, everybody's meal was underseasoned.
Ah,
Again,
okay. Well,
another
Papa Wood did agree to
another
go
time.
there, so I will be checking that out as well.
I would actually suggest, I'm just looking here, either Das Steakhouse or Blue Dragon, because they both
Yeah,
seem to have pretty diverse menus.
All right. So again, back to talking about specific populations. So when we talk about accommodations in the parks on this podcast, we're most often talking about the food, but that's far from the only way that theme parks should be accommodating and accepting.
Mhm.
So this is my own question again, knowing my background of where I work and things like that. What did you notice, and this is non-food related, about general accommodations in the park? So were there like captions for video and audio, ride vehicles that accommodate various body types or other services, things like that? If you just have a quick note on any of that.
Monsters Unchained has captions in the pre-show.
Great.
I did notice that.
Is it on like the main video feed?
It's
or
it's-
easily
it's the-
visible where you can still see
Yeah,
the main? Because that's what
yes.
happens a lot of times is
It's-
that the audio captioning is on a side
Yeah,
screen
no.
where you then can't see the main action
it's a
that's
separate
happening.
it's a separate screen, but it's underneath the main action.
Okay, great.
Without spoilers.
Great.
Yeah, it's very visible.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did notice that the pathways were wide, smooth, and easy gradients.
Okay.
There are steps, but where there are steps, there's always a ramp.
Great.
So I noticed that because old knees.
I will agree, Tracy. Now that you just said that, I agree because I have not almost fallen in Epic.
Oh,
I always make the joke to my husband. I'm like, Universal should use me as like a person that just walks around their park to test whether something is uneven or like someone will trip on, because I will find the things to trip on. And I have not tripped at Epic, knock on wood now.
that's good.
So I think they have done a good job with that. I agree.
Yeah. Also, if you're in rides that the exit and you have to come downstairs, there is always an elevator. You may have
Great.
to ask, but there's always an elevator.
I've also heard the Universal Family podcast at least use the Mario elevator, and that it was themed, so they didn't miss out on anything.
I used it and
in there.
it wasn't themed.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
I mean, there's another whole story there as well that Lee and I shared with you guys before.
Tracy, was it in the ride or was it getting in the portal?
That was in the ride. That was in the
Okay,
Bowser's Challenge ride.
theirs was in the portal.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I used that. I'll have
don't
to
know.
check with Lee. I was maybe tired by that point.
I was talking to Princess and Bear, and because I was like, I don't think there's enough elevators, and they're like, there's more elevators than you know about. You just haven't seen them. And I was like, okay, so maybe there's multiple. Maybe like one of them isn't themed or something, and the other ones are. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been in them because I don't want to take up space in the elevator when I don't need to. But
Yeah, that was the beauty of Japan, was the footprint is virtually the same. And at one point, we were looking for an elevator, and Lee was like, I don't know where to go. I said, I do. I just walked us through the stroller parking. And he's going, this is stroller park. We got. And I walked around the corner, and there was the elevator. So I was like, oh yes, I've been here before. Yeah, there are a lot of elevators in that land.
I think so I saw this and I heard either a vlogger or or podcast mentioned this, and it triggered my memory of like, oh, that's what that was. So I'm not 100% confident just because I didn't use it, but I heard and I saw in Monsters a side area for people, and I'm assuming it was someone on a wheelchair or someone that was a little slower that couldn't get on like the quick moving ride vehicle.
Omnimover conveyor belt. Yeah.
Yeah, that if you need extra time for whatever reason, that you're kind of like you go to a separate room and then you get on, and then they put your vehicle on the conveyor belt.
That explains the blank spots. Okay.
That makes so much sense.
Yep.
So that you can load on your own pace without having to, because that's why if you're ever stuck on one of Universal does not have many Omnimovers, but if you're in a ride at Disney or another theme park and it slows down, it's often for a mobility or a wheelchair like load or things like that they would have to slow the conveyor belt down, which slows the whole thing down. It makes so much sense to have an Akuka attraction that is Omnimover like that.
Yeah.
To just add a vehicle on instead of slowing the whole attraction down. That is cool.
Because we'd noticed that there were really spots where there was just like white bars painted where obviously the ride vehicle sits over on that conveyor belt. So now I know why. I love that.
Wait, okay. Universal.
Yeah.
Awesome. I thought I saw it when I unloaded, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. And then I heard someone talking, and I thought I pieced it together. And then I shared this before. Shelby, you didn't hear this. I think this is amazing. And if you have, now I'm forgetting the word, if you have any sort of tummy issues, I have waited in lines, and if it's an hour wait, 30-minute wait, whatever, there are sometimes where at the very end, like, you have to go to the bathroom. You cannot hold it. You have to go to the bathroom. And it's happened on Velocicoaster, and I had to find an employee to be nice to me and let me, run to the bathroom, come back. And 10-minute wait, just walking into Monsters, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I was like, oh, here we go. I'm going to have to leave, whatever. No, they have a bathroom in the family room. Oh, awesome. And I almost cried. Like, it really meant a lot to me with someone who has some like tummy issues that it's no longer this big ordeal. And I think a friend of mine also mentioned in Ministry, and it makes sense in Ministry.
I was gonna say,
Okay, so at least we know Ministry and Monsters have bathrooms that you don't have to leave and come back.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I can't remember where it was because obviously it's a huge park. I noticed it was just a little sign that basically said a comfortable room for nursing mothers or anybody who needs time away. So I'm assuming that the size of the park, there's a few of those around. So if you do need that for any reason, just ask a team member and they'll direct you, I'm sure.
Awesome. That's amazing. That's like the sensory room in studios, which again, you guys are so great at leading me to my next question. Legitimately the next question that I had. So again, working with the population I work with. So there's a need in every theme park for everyone from the most neurotypical to the most neurodivergent to find a quiet place to relax, grab a bite to eat, or take a break. So I'm wondering about those spaces, and it flows very nicely into another question from Taylor Nickel about a restaurant that would be the quietest place to find a moment of peace. So not necessarily the most themed or the best food, but a quiet-ish. And again, Shelby, you've had a little bit more of a diverse experience as far as crowd sizes than Kayla and Tracy did opening weekend-ish. But if you could recommend somewhere that, I know you, Kayla, I think it was you that mentioned Das Steakhouse was darker and things like that. I think it was that. But if you could give a quick recommendation on somewhere to go to just kind of get away from the hustle bustle of the park. It doesn't have to be a restaurant, but I feel like we could easily pick one of those.
I'll give you two spots. Like, honestly, basically anywhere in Celestial Park if you want to be outside and away from stuff. You know how like we're always like by the lagoons in Universal, like it's kind of quiet down there. It's the same thing near the fountain.
Okay.
But Celestial Park is just inherently quiet. Like you hear the fountains going. Yeah, there's music and stuff, but it's not like blaring in your ears. Like if it's during the day, there's not a lot of lights flashing in your eyes. And even at night, the lights aren't intrusive, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of them, but I didn't feel sensory overload being there at night like I do if I go in Super Nintendo World, because like Super Nintendo World is wow. Yeah. Like of course it's going to be like that. So I feel like Celestial Park is your opportunity to like go and reset if you need a break. And then if you needed to get out of the heat at the same time, I would say Oak and Star in Celestial Park. So there's technically 3 sections. There's the part where the plastered owl is. So it's plastered owl and there's like a stage and then there's dining over there. And then there's also a bathroom indoors and then the freestyles. And then there's the middle of the restaurant where you walk in. There's some tables there. But if you go to the left side of the restaurant, it's completely quiet. Like there's air conditioning. You can still order food if you want, or if you want to just sit there and chill, like it's very quiet. Now, I don't know with them increasing capacity if that will be different, but that was my experience. I did sit over there and I was like, okay, this is like a nice break. There's not like music blaring in my ears. I can like kind of take a breath.
Yeah. Ditto what Shelby said. Both places I was just going to say. So.
Great.
Yeah.
Same.
Yay.
Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to skip some of the stuff that I had in just our last like kind of wrap up segment because I want to be part of this conversation about the interactive experiences like the power-up bands and wand magic. We did have super quick a tip from Brian Cooper at the Universal Family podcast, like Kayla was just talking about, as far as like your if you want to buy a power-up band, buy it. He said he thinks almost all the Universal hotels have them in the hotel store. And so get it there and link it to your app and set everything up before you go into Epic Universe, because that's like 10 to 15 minutes, if that, of your day that you're going to save just like standing in the sun at Epic being like, got to type this into my app now. Like
wasting your phone battery.
Yeah. Great tip.
Yep.
Great tip.
But let's save that because I am, again, talk about writing a line into your budget, was not planning on getting a wand. And then they introduced all the second generation stuff. And I'm about to get my first wand from Wizarding World. So,
hey, Kelly.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off mid-thought, but I did think of something else for the accessibility question.
Yes, please go back to that.
That's really important. Know a lot of the rides, if they don't already have larger seats to accommodate different body sizes and shapes, they are adding them. And I do believe that because the first time I rode Monsters, I asked the team member, because on Forbidden Journey, I think is it the outside seats that are larger?
I think so. Is
that right?
Yes.
So I asked them, I was like, are any of the seats larger? Because like I feel like I'm being tossed around sometimes, and then like the restraint's not tight enough, and I don't like that feeling. And so I was like, are any of the seats more accommodating? And they told me, I believe it's the 2 middle seats. If I have that correct, I might have it backwards. It might be the 2 outer seats again. But
I thought it was the 2 outer seats.
For anyone, is it the 2 outer seats?
I thought so. Because I felt more snug in the middle ones.
Okay, I'm sure people could find out if they need those accommodations. But just know that I think they're adding them on like Stardust. I don't know what row it is. I'm sure there's a creator out there that's going over all of those things.
Good.
But Universal is keeping everyone in mind, it feels like.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but I need to get that.
Please, I'm really, that's really important. Thanks for sharing that. And again, unbeknownst to you, you just segued me into my last question that I'm going to ask you guys tonight. And that came from a listener, and I feel obligated to ask you this, even though I haven't been there yet. We have other general questions. Again, we had a couple questions that asked wanting us to say your favorite snack, drink, appetizer, entree, dessert, portal, restaurant in like, let's save that for a future episode. But Joe Shipman asked, let's end it on this. Your favorite ride. And no spoilers, no why, just off the cuff, favorite ride, go.
Monsters Unchained.
Monsters Unchained.
Constellation Carousel.
Yes.
Good shout.
Own that, Shelby.
I rode
Own
it 40 times in 2 days, okay?
Wow.
One
Okay,
day it was
so-
30.
We are in the presence of the person on Earth who's probably ridden this the most that is not on Universal Creative and Operations
I
team.
think so. I hope, anyway.
Wow.
We are in the presence of royalty, my friends.
Were you trying to ride on every creature?
No, I actually wasn't. I was just trying to ride a bunch. I was waiting for people and there was like nothing else open. And I was like, I like the carousel, so I'll just stay on.
Yeah.
The team members were great and they just let me stay on. And I was like,
Fantastic.
okay, I'll take advantage of this.
Why not? Oh, I
Well,
love
it was
that.
the-
Fun.
Shelby is hereby known as Queen of the Constellation Carousel.
Yes.
I will
or
take
goddess.
it.
I guess if we're in Celestial Park, you are the goddess of the carousel.
I love that. I am going to make that my other Instagram name.
Kayla, get on that with your t-shirt business.
Oh, Kayla, please. I want a shirt that says that.
Okay.
Love it.
I'll have one
Make it
sale.
really
I'll take
pretty.
the shirt down.
Okay. Well, that ends our entree section. And again, I think we got through, but there were you guys gave so many great questions. I will go back through. If I missed anyone, we will catch you on a future episode. Or please message me or us or the Taste account. And I want to make sure we have everyone heard.
Absolutely.
But moving back to my initial dessert question for the three of you. Your 3 words. I should have put a reminder. Being a teacher, I recognize that I should have put a reminder about an hour ago that you will have this assignment due.
I'm
now.
ready.
But it's time for your 3 words to describe Epic Universe. Anybody?
I've got mine. Mine is complete game changer.
Ooh, that's a good one. Kayla, would you like to go? You're next in the order, but you don't have to go next.
I'll go next. And I want to go back because, and I don't feel bad because Tracy and I had the same. My favorite thing, you said ride, and I was curious if we were going to get back to my favorite thing was the circus show in France.
Yes.
So super highly recommend that. And then my 3 words are, I'm not going to do a sentence.
That's fine.
I'll just do 3 words. And immersive, enchanting, and escapist.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, I
These
love
are all
that.
so good. I don't want to go last. I've been mulling over this and I'm like looking up synonyms and stuff. And I think I'm just going to go with one word and I'm going to make that otherworldly.
Ooh, I like that too.
And I'm just going to leave it at that. And I hope other people feel like they're somewhere else when they go there. It's magical. Sorry, that's a lot of words. That's not part of my answer.
No, that's great. Tracy, I see your note in the next section if you want to go ahead and add that in.
Also, before I do that bit, the Placidal beer is the Speechless Astronomer. And it's a grapefruit,
Okay.
a grapefruit-based one. Really refreshing.
Ooh.
But not,
Yum.
yeah, it was really good, but not straight after the Reaper's Revenge because,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, that was a bit heavy. Yes, Lee and I were hopping into an Uber coming out of, I assume it must have been Stella Nova, and we were stopped by Entrée, who recognised my voice from this podcast, not from the other one, so it was quite a surprise.
Oh, cool.
And I know that, Shelby, you've met him as well.
Yeah, we actually hung out one day.
Yeah, he's really sweet. And Entrée,
Very
I
sweet.
loved meeting you, and I'm so sorry that we had to run for this Uber because I would have loved to have chatted more with you. So next time I'm there and you're there, we'll have a good chat. So I just wanted to add that in before we moved on.
If we do our like what you just said, Kelly, like favorite ride, favorite world, favorite
Yeah.
food, all that. We could also do a social media post, like, like the one pager things, like with a photo or something. And then we could make a template or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
like we did
yeah,
for
that's a great
Halloween.
idea.
Afterwards or something to promote the episode.
Yeah, like the HHN template we did.
Oh,
yeah. Make that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of episode 18 of the Taste of Universal. And as always, we want to end with an opportunity for you to connect with us.
Oh, you can find our podcast on all the usual podcast platforms, and please subscribe, rate, and review wherever you can. Find us on Facebook at Taste of Universal, on Instagram at Taste of Universal Podcast, and follow me on Instagram at Universal Orlando Vegans.
And you can email all of your questions and comments to thetasteofuniversal@gmail.com. For all your other Universal news and content, go and listen to our network host, the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
As well as the other podcasts on the network. Russia Fear for all your year-round Halloween Horror Nights news, reviews, and chats. Theme Park Duo for coverage of everything West Coast. And Portkey Passport, a Disney-centric podcast for adults. Please like, subscribe, and rate them all.
We hope you enjoyed that episode 18 of the Taste of Universal and that you get to go to Epic Universe very soon. Our next episode will be out on July 8th. But until then, thanks for tuning in and don't forget to tip your server.